Oh, good afternoon, guys and gals. It's me, George, the Shade Tree Fix-It Man. And we're we are. We're gonna see if we get this thing started. The battery's charged up enough so that it is going to crank it over. I'm going to check the oil first thing, see if it's got any. Yep, and it's right up full. No, it's not. It's low. It says add, but it's got enough oil in there. We can crank it. It'll definitely need the oil changed and the filter and all that good stuff once we get it running. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to give it a shot of ether, starting fluid, and see what that will do. Let me see, I'm going to push the choke in. Get the choke to open up a little bit here. And my grandson's calling me. Give it a shot there. Crank it over and see what happens. Hopefully it'll fire off. This ain't doing nothing now because I haven't got the clutch pedal down, the brake pedal down. And I'll set that. I don't know if this has a throttle control per se. Yes, it does. But I don't know if it works. Let me give it another shot in there. It might not have spark, you know. If we don't get it to fire here in a second, then we'll check the spark next. That's a good sound. Now we got spark, we know, and it'll run if I put some fuel in the tank. Maybe the tank is empty. Let me put some gas in it and I'll bring you right back. How's that? Okay, I'm going to give it another shot of primer here. A primer? Yeah, engine starting fluid. I'm going to prime the carburetor. I put some gas in the gas tank and we'll see if it'll pick up the prime. It has a fuel pump on it, you know. Give it another shot of starting fluid. I didn't put a lot of gas. You know, I said last night that I spent the last 2 years outdoors, and actually it actually was in a barn for the last 2 years. The guy took it out just before we got there. So it was sitting outside when we got there. But it's been sitting in the barn for the last couple of years. say she's a little cold-natured. Okay, I'm going to get my voltmeter out and I'm going to check and see if the charging system is working or not. I'm having to keep the choke most of the way out. Of course, it's cold. It's, well, it's about almost 40 degrees here in the shop, which is pretty comfortable for working for me. It's only about 30 degrees outdoors. But the next thing for me to do, we're going to check that charging system and then we're going to try and see if it will go in gear and if it will move or not. How cool will that be? Woo! Hold on to your hats, we'll be right back. Okay, we've got the voltmeter hooked up and it's, let me see, it's registering right around 12 volts, if you can see right there. Yep. This is my, this is a vintage Heath kit, and this is a really neat old unit. You know, I'm old school. My brother gave this to me, my older brother Cal. You've met him if you've been following me for a while. And I want to give a big shout out to my brother Cal and say thank you. And I haven't learned how to use it completely yet, but I see this inductive pickup here, which leads me to believe that I might be able to use that one for checking RPMs, because it has a tack on here, and you can see it has a dwell meter as well, and then it has volts, and you can do resistance, ohms, you know. You can see all the different settings on here. Yes, sirree, Bob. Don't know how to use them all, but got directions in the lid. So let's crank this puppy up and see what happens. Keep the battery charged up on this because it doesn't run any lights or anything, although this would have had lights on it. Alright, so the next step is I'm going to disconnect my gauge here, and we're going to get ourselves sitting down on here, and I'll set the camera up on the tripod and we'll see if this thing is going to move under its own power or not. I'm wondering if this has, almost thinking that it might have a hydraulic lift. Tells you how to, I've bypassed the seat dooflicky. You know, it says it has all these things for when you leave the seat. Well, I've got them disconnected. I bypassed it. But I don't see anything here about raising. Okay, here it is. Mower up and mower down. So this lever here is to raise the mower, I'm taking. Either it's disconnected manually or it is a hydraulic lift, and I have no idea. So we'll find out together. How's that? Hold on to your hats. got to check out our linkage. The pedal doesn't feel like it's doing anything at all. There's no brake, there's no return on it, and so maybe it's not even hooked up to the transmission. So I think what I'm going to do, this does have a neutral light on it, so it lets you know if it's in neutral or not. And these lights over here actually work. The PTO, you saw me engage that works, and that light comes on. I'm not sure what the light over here is. It's all, the bulb is probably gone bad. And this whole unit here was glued in. It looks like it had fallen out and they glued it back in. And I'm not sure what these lights are here for. There's two that come on. One goes out. I'm thinking this middle one maybe is oil pressure. Probably an oil pressure indicator light, because it went out slowly. Yeah, let's see what color the wire is. The wire is gray coming off the indicator, and that's exactly what that is going in here. There's a gray wire right there. So it's indicating we got good oil pressure. This one here is tan and black. And I have no idea what that one's for. I'll have to do a little investigation. So I'm going to have to yank the back end up on this thing and see if I can check out the linkage for the clutch pedal. That is a nice running motor right there. Very nice. We'll pull the choke out, I guess, to get it started. Gas. That's probably what's going on. Oh, alright. So let me jack up the back end a little bit, see what I can find for linkage, and we'll go from there. Okay, let's try that again. I forgot that I had put the lever in the back. This has a lever in the back when you have hydrostatic transmission that lets you roll it without engaging the transmission. I had that set so that we could push it. Yeah, the clutch does not do anything. Because I should not be able to, with the clutch in, that should stop it. And as you saw, it moved when I moved the shifter. So I still need to hook up the clutch and the brake. Well, I don't need to. I know the transmission works. I should put a little more gas in it because it's running out of gas. I'm sure that's what's going on here. So, I think my next thing is to start tearing this puppy apart. You're probably wondering about that little tire I put on the front. You saw in the last video clip because they had a totally flat tire. That tire I put on there came off of the old Polar Bear snowblower. and the hub was just the right size, so it slid on. It's just stuck on there. Don't have any retaining clips or anything. But I'm really, really happy. And if I was going to be fixing this up, I would fix up the clutch and the brakes and all that stuff. But I'm not going to worry about that. What I am going to do is tear it all apart. And I'm going to take the motor out. I think the motor is going to go into the Arian's Emperor. But yeah, I'm really, really happy. I'd say it was a good investment of 50 bucks. That's what I'm saying. Yep, that's what I'm saying. So, until next time, this is me. Me. Yeah, it's me. Can you see me? No, you can't because I got the doors open over there and all. Yeah, there's better. How's that? Me, George, the Shade Tree Fix-It Man. And we're still doing projects. The next one is to get the plow put on my Yard King. I probably won't bother making a video of me doing that. I'll just show you when it's all done. I'll just put a real short clip at the end of this so you see that I got it done, okay? Make sure I'm not slacking off. Bye for now. Well, I told you I'd give you a quick clip. We have the snowplow is all mounted and lubricated, and I had to do some repairs to one of the holes that was egg-shaped. We got that all taken care of, so she's ready to go for our next snowstorm, and we got our snow blower back there. And I got things moved around a little bit too, so that I can actually walk in front of my truck. Look at this. Now, I need to move some of this stuff here. I got some light fixtures I got to put up, and I got a bunch of building materials that go in the house. Those are going in real quick, and that would give me room to walk down there. There's no way I could get in there now. And I have to keep it over this way for clearing the snow plow, and especially the handle, which I have to push up out of the way when I come in and out. I have to swing that up there. That's not a problem, you know what I mean? We had a beautiful day here. Sun is shining. It's a little bit chilly out, probably 30 degrees. In the garage it's 40, so it's not bad. Yes, sirree, Bob. Winter's coming. Bye for now.